What if I told you Africa is not poor by accident, but by design? What if I told you the very organizations claiming to help Africa are actually the ones holding it back? IMF, World Bank, USAID, could they be the hidden hands behind Africa's endless struggle? Get ready for the truth they don't want you to know. Every year, billions of dollars flow into Africa from institutions like the IMF, World Bank, and USAID. But if so much money is coming in, why is Africa still struggling? Here's the truth. That money doesn't come without strings. It comes with contracts, rules, and demands. Most of it must be paid back with high interest. And guess where the money goes? Not to build schools or hospitals, but to foreign consultants, overpriced contractors, and endless debt repayments. In the 1980s and 90s, African countries were buried under what was called structural adjustment programs, policies forced on them by the IMF and World Bank. To get loans, African nations had to cut government spending, privatize public services, and open their markets to foreign companies. Sounds good, right? But it wasn't. Schools collapsed, health systems broke, jobs vanished, and the debt only grew. Here's something you'll never hear in the news. These institutions are not really neutral. They are controlled by powerful nations, especially the United States. And that control shapes the fate of entire African economies. Want a loan? Accept our terms. Want to trade? Open your borders. Want independence? Too bad. The aid becomes a leash, the debt becomes a collar. Africa is not poor. Africa is rich in gold, oil, diamonds, cobalt, and brains. But the system is designed to extract, not empower. Instead of factories, we have foreign-owned mines. Instead of innovation, we have debt servitude. Instead of sovereignty, we have dependency. But imagine an Africa where aid wasn't a trap, where resources stayed in Africa, where Africans decided their future. So now, the question is not just what happened to Africa, but who is keeping it down, and why? Should we still trust these institutions that promised help, but delivered pain? Should African countries rethink what real independence looks like in today's world? Or is it time for a new path? What do you think? Is the so-called aid system helping or hurting Africa? Do you believe Africa can grow without IMF, World Bank, or USAID? What's your take? Is it time for Africa to break free from foreign aid? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, because this conversation is just beginning.